So I just found out by being rudely interrupted that the program I'm using only allows me to take 5-minute videos, which means that this is going to be in a series of segments and I'm going to do them A, B, C, D, etc. Um, I was talking about switching out some of these plants for maybe black flowers or red flowers or something that has a little bit more of a goth feel to it. But I really like using the silver foliage because it's very moonlight reflective and it could lend itself to night gardening or to just kind of accenting darker colored plants. So let's move on from containers to the next photo. This is a courtyard, I think in New Orleans. And you can see that it's all container plants. They don't have anything in ground because it's paved. So you can do a lot with containers. I mean, they've even got a tree coming up here. And we can talk about that if that's the kind of situation you're in. Um, this is a balcony in New Orleans. And they don't have anything even in large containers. They have hanging plants. And we can do some pretty cool stuff with that. And you can make things look the way you want just by using the hardscaping, which is the things that your garden frame is built out of, so bricks or stone or wrought iron. So you can get a really nice look from that. And this is another set of balconies, and you can see they have a variety of things going on. This is a lot of hanging plants. These are sort of window baskets. I don't really care for these type of open window baskets in a place that gets a lot of heat and humidity, say like New Orleans. I don't know what they've got in here or how often they're watering, but I find that they dry out really quickly. But we can talk about, where you are, and, if you're in, say, the Pacific Northwest, then that would be perfect. But if you're in the area I'm in, then you're going to be watering 3 times a day to keep that from dying. And so here we've got some pretty big plants going on here, and I'm not sure what that is, but it looks kind of like oleander, which is poisonous. So we'll go to the next one. These are false windows that are mirrors, and they're very easy to put up somewhere to give kind of a Gothic feel to what you're doing in your garden, and you can have any kind of plant with this, and it gives it that sense. And I have an example where this person just has an agapanthus right here, or maybe that's bluebells. It might be bluebells, but they have just the mirror that kind of reflects it, and it's one plant, very simple. And it looks like they do have another part of the garden back here, but if you didn't have a lot of space, if you had just a little section right near your front door, that would work great. Statuary, of course, if you have statues that you like. And this is kind of an odd sculpture that I found on Etsy or eBay that's supposed to be steampunk. I don't know. They've stuffed some moss in here. That wouldn't live very long, but you could do some pretty cool sculptures with things that would live longer. I would go for succulents because they don't mind having very little water or soil. Definitely the tillandsias, which are the air plants, would be an easy one, but you'd have to take them in for the winter. This is a steampunk garden flag. I don't know if this garden behind it looks that steampunk to me. I think I could think of some cooler places to put it to kind of illustrate the product, but you could probably find that online if you wanted to purchase it. And I really like the sculpture. This is a garden light, and it would be a pretty cool one to have. And let's see, this gate. There's all kinds of gates and trellises and arbors and so on that would give a really good feel to your garden. This thing is a steampunk wheel. A lot of gardeners have old covered wagon wheels in their yard, but this is definitely a new take on that. And this is a really cool farm bell that's supposed to be steampunk. And this is pretty easy for your order. It's a lot less expensive than the other stuff I just showed you, and it's from Duncraft, and this is their vintage hummingbird feeder. This part's copper down here, and this is a glass jar or bottle. Use brushes to clean it out. They have a little glass jeweled hummingbird swing, and another one that is a glass jewel that holds